Hey everyone, it's Thursday night, nearly the weekend, guys, and can I just say I'm looking forward to it. I am needing a break. Um, how is everybody tonight?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
fine. I'm fine.
I was nearly dying off there because when I set this up, I said put it onto Things Netherlands, and I thought for a minute there it hadn't. Oh, tell you technology, I hate it. So I'm just sharing out, guys. So, what's everybody's plans for the weekend?
I haven't even thought about the weekend yet.
I
I'm
know.
just
And
I'm just getting back off holiday. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I'm just thinking, what shall I do?
yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm always away ahead myself because I'm like, yeah, what he's doing for the weekend, sort of thing. I'm having a quiet one. I'm actually doing a podcast on Sunday. So, guys, on Sunday, there will be a podcast from myself. I will be interviewing David Littler
Oh yeah.
Oh,
for 11 Paranormal. I like the name. I do like the name. 11 Paranormal. It's the way that it's done. 11 and then it's numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Paranormal. I think that's cool. I think that is really, really cool. So we're just waiting for people to come in then, basically. Um, but apart from that, guys, it's no long to Christmas.
Oh, don't say that.
Uh, really,
Oh no.
listen,
I've
let
just got my Halloween decorations up as well.
I, listen. I would have Halloween decorations, but somebody won't let me. Which I'm quite like. I see every time. See every time I see Halloween decorations, I am so like, oh please, Cara, Kana.
Oh,
Um,
the kids are going mad at me. I'm not coming to yours unless you've got Halloween decorations up there.
listen,
This is
I
what
am.
you got.
I'm all for decorating my house. Especially at Halloween. We've got one already. Can you say hello to us? I bet
Who
you it's
is
William.
it?
It'll be
Who
William or
is
Maureen. Um,
it's?
it's it's like,
Oh, we're going to say
oh,
bets.
who is
Bets.
Who is
We're going to say
it?
bets.
But
It's.
yeah,
I've got to
listen,
get another two door covers. Yeah, I've got one on my kitchen door that says "Help us" in a big, bloody big handprints on the
yeah,
door. I need another one for the front door on the outside, and I need another one for me hallway door, just in case my background doesn't work, and then you
yeah.
can see the decoration.
Oh.
That sounds pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. We'll
And I've
just
got
start.
threy light up ghosties and a little green luminous one.
Uh-huh. We'll just start, guys. So tonight, I thought we'll talk about ley lines. Ley lines and frequency because I think they go hand in hand together. Um, and I only learned that recently that frequency and ley lines always go hand in hand. They are linked in a spiritual sort of way, and beliefs that claim that ley lines are invisible energy currents with mysterious properties. Now, I do believe in ley lines because I went to it was a place called Peebles in Scotland, and it's known as like a witchcraft town.
Mm-hmm.
And I done a couple of places there, and they seem to have identical happenings. And it's just amazing, like ley lines, like when you ask people who come and ask for help, well, what's the history? What's the ley lines? And I think that's a really good one. But you've got all different kinds of like frequency and ley lines. I think the one that I find most fascinating is the harmonic frequencies. Some theories claim that these energy lines have distant frequencies that can be perceived or measured. For instance, some spiritual traditions link frequency to elements such as earth, fire, water, and air.
Yeah.
And I never knew that until I obviously researched it. There's 3 now in the chat. Can people say hello, please?
Hello.
I'm,
Hello. Hello.
hello.
Hello.
It's, do you know it's like one of the ones you're like, hello, hello, hello.
Echo.
Yeah.
Aye.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Would you
Um,
like to say hello
so
to us? Let
what?
us know in the comments. Thank you.
What? So
Hello,
what?
whoever you are.
So what's your guys' opinions on ley lines and frequencies?
I love ley lines, and I want to do a kind of experiment on ley lines because obviously around where I am, I mean Armitage has got a massive ley line that runs straight up the road, the main road, and it's built on top of a Roman road as well.
That's
So
interesting.
Roman roads normally follow ley lines because you've
Yeah.
got Castle Ring.
Yep.
And there's a
Yeah.
great big road from the top of Castle Ring right the way down through Birdwood, but about a good 3-4 miles that's still
Yep.
visible. And there's a whacking great ley line that runs down there. And there's another one that shoots off to the side, which you can't see the road anymore. Whether there was one there before, I don't know. But I'm surrounded by ley lines,
Yep.
and there's a few paranormal hotspots around here as well. And Castle Ring being one of them, because there's one that runs straight through the centre. And I
Whereby is
want to
Castle?
try.
Noreen!
Right, this is it. This is bloody. I'll tell you that, what, guys. This is bloody strange because now it's working. Last night when they worked for me and Richard. Hi, Noreen.
I know, right?
Noreen, baby. I just love Noreen. Noreen.
We all love Noreen.
Yeah.
We all love
True.
Noreen.
Yeah. It's true. Right, Richard, can I ask you?
You can.
Where? Oh, can you see
Yeah.
that on there?
Yeah, I've just blocked that user because it was obviously a hacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That better have no blocked Noreen. Noreen.
No, Noreen's still there.
She's still there.
Good.
I've got 2 chat windows on my PC. I've got one which is the chat.
Don't you get hang me? Oh, and Noreen loves you all too. Oh, I love her, Noreen. So what were you saying, guys? Sorry, Lynn, what were you saying about frequency?
What I want to know, Richard, right?
Yes.
Talk about these ley lines. So this Castle Ring, where is this Castle Ring?
Rugeley. Well, Gentle Shore. Or
Boozley.
Rugeley, yeah.
How do you spell
I
that?
live Ruge.
Oh, Rugeley. I know Rugeley, yes.
I live in Armitage, which is just outside Rugeley.
Yeah.
And as you go from Rugeley towards, say, Lichfield, it runs straight up that high street. Straight down there, this ley line runs. And then you've got the big Amazon place in Rugeley itself, and the ley line runs underneath the Amazon place, up the hill, through the Castle Ring itself, and down the other side. And basically, you've got a big mound of earth and there's trees and stuff. There's no telegraph poles, no electricity poles, no wires around. And yet I've been in the woodland close to there, and I've had 3 K2 meters going off, showing me red when I've been in contact with spirit. It can't be it's not mobile phones because I have all my mobiles turned off or left in the car, and I eliminate that. And there's no electricity influence to it because there's nothing around us.
Yeah.
And it just amazes me. It's like when I go to White Ladies Primary as well. There's nothing around us, and yet you get a REM pod going off, and shining up all the lights and making all the noises and everything. It's like, how the fucking hell's that happening? How can that be happening if it's not spiritual?
It's good to question. It's good to question, isn't it? Now, when I've been through that area, especially up in the Rugeley area, it's quite woody and it's quite countrified, isn't it?
You've got Cannock Chase right next to it.
Yeah, I've been to Cannock Chase.
Cannock Chase is all
not paranormal investigating. I went down there with my grandchildren because they lived down that area. But Rugeley, I found Cannock Chase is quite active. You can feel it's crispy.
Yeah.
But up in Rugeley, there's some kind of mysterious energy.
Yeah.
There is a mysterious energy that flows. It's a flow up there.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's hanging. Yeah. The whole place is hanging with energy. Yes, please. Oh, thanks, love. Sorry about that.
Oh, bless.
2 sugars in mine, please, Simon.
But yeah, I do agree, Richard. That Rugeley area. Do you know what? I went past the turn off of that for years and years. And I always...
Hey, William.
Hi. Hey. I always wanted to go there, but I got there a couple of years ago, even if it was just going through there in a car.
Yeah.
I felt it then. But it dragged me in there. It's been dragging me in there for years, but I've done it. But it'd be nice to go up there, to be honest, and have a good look round. But
Lynn, you want to try living here?
It's almost like, you know, you're in a car, but you've got to wind the windows up because there's something. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can feel that mysterious.
You want to try living here?
Eh? Try and live in there.
Here. It's like if I've got nothing to do, it's like, oh, I'll go and have a walk around Castle Ring.
Yeah.
And you think, why do I keep going back to Castle Ring? And then you suddenly find yourself back at Castle Ring and like, why am I here?
Yeah.
You don't realise that you've actually got in the car and just driven up there. It's just like, why?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the whole area is set amongst a lot of quarries, filled in quarries, water.
Yeah. Yes.
Whole lot. It's all.
Well, you got the river Trent that runs right the way through it.
You've also got tunnels. If you've got tunnels, it's all filtering, it's flowing into each other.
Yeah.
And you've got water, you've got energy.
You've got the Trent and Mersey Canal that comes right the way through it. And you've got that goes past Armitage Shanks, which is your toilet basin people. And then you've got the River Trent itself, which comes from Stoke right the way through Rugeley and off to Nottingham and everything. And then you've got all the other tributaries that come to it, and there's got to be about 30 odd tributaries to it, which are all different little brooks and streams, whatever. And the place is just full of water, and the amount of fog you get around here is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the heat hitting the cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fog is really densely thick in the winter. Well, it can be on a summer's morning.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just. But you do get like this strange feeling that there's something drawing you somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
And I've been up on Castle Ring. I've done loads of investigations on Castle Ring. It's one of my favourite places to do. The chase itself is my favourite place to go because it's local and it's free.
Yeah.
Free being the best part about it.
Yeah.
And it's a good place to have right next to me. because I'm interested in that sort of stuff. So why not go and exploit it to my better self sort of thing?
Thank you.
Noreen says places like, I keep touching it like it's a tablet. Places like that you never feel alone. Go away.
You don't, because
you guys.
You've got all the UFO activity as well associated with Castle Ring and ley lines.
Well, funny enough, you should mention that, because since the 1960s, members of the Earth Mysteries movement and other traditions have commonly believed that such ley lines belong to Earth energies and serve as guides for alien spacecrafts.
That's what they're searching for, is alternative energy. Seeing if we've got the power to have alternative energy using these ley lines and areas around ley lines. And there's another one that, like the same that Lynn mentioned earlier, St. Michael's ley line. Runs from St. Michael's Mountain in Cornwall. It goes through Glastonbury, the Tor, and Avebury to Bury St. Edmunds.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be a really powerful ley line, and its beliefs are associated with Archangel Michael, which is used for spiritual warfare and also used for protection as well.
Yeah.
And that's what most ghost hunters or investigators will use Archangel Michael for, like, spiritual protection.
No.
Yeah, but he is well known for that. You know, I mean, you can go back, which we're not going to now, but you can go back into the Book of Enoch and all that lot and find all these angels of war or protective angels in there. And what are they? You know, it makes you wonder, what are they? Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, ley lines, it's connected. It seems to be, well, then it's not seems to be, it is. It's all around the whole world. But say we're talking about the UK, it is connecting all the major spiritual towns and cities. It's all about spiritual areas which are going around the UK, even down to the stones. So you've got Stonehenge and all the other stone places, burial mounds. A lot of these burial mounds and hill forts, they're all built on crossovers or on major ley lines. So why, it begs a question then, doesn't it? Why are they being built there?
Yeah.
Do these people who decide that's where, well, we found this hill, why don't we build a hill fort or a spiritual place there? There's got to be some influence. If these people from them times, seems to me like they were a little bit more advanced than what we are. We've been dumbed down a lot.
Yeah.
We've been dumbed down a lot. We've had a lot of stuff taken away from us. But people are waking up and they're starting to use their own abilities now. And maybe they were more integrated into that kind of situations when they were living to be able to design these places. Or was it on outside force that was building it? Because it's connected, the whole lot. So it's like William says there, what do you think the energy is?
Well, I think energy, to be honest with you, is a virtual force or a life force that animates the body and the spirit. From like its distinctive physical energy. So if you think about it, it could be the state of, being, mood, or level. Practices, level of consciousness through practices like meditation, yoga, mindfulness, obviously. And I do actually like research all this stuff, and I really, really enjoy reading about it as energy. And I'm quite interested because when you look at energy, you see differences like a vital force. That's a spiritual energy that's often described as universal life force that connects all beings and permeates the cosmos. Oh, hiya, Martin. How are you, my love? Welcome to the show. I felt like Marilyn Monroe there. I just done a Marilyn Monroe for you. And then you've got, it could be like an internal state. It could be perceived as an internal felt sense of one spiritual state, such as high energy or low energy even. It's a place, it's obviously a path to well-being, which is spiritual energy through practice like meditation, and it makes you believe that you're believed to live to lead the get your teeth in more vibrant, peaceful, and connected experience of life. So it is interesting when you break it all down. And that's why I love when Williams on, because Williams actually, honestly, he's gave me good information.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like we're talking about different vibrations. Now, all these energy lines are all connecting to all the major pyramids, not just Egypt. It's not all about Egypt. It's not all about that. You've got all the pyramids in different forms with similar writing.
Yeah.
All around the planet. Now, when they were actually built, and they seem to be finding that they're older now than what they thought, and they're all finding underground cities underneath these, or that what they were. They're finding all this stuff now. Where did all that get built from? Who designed them?
Yeah.
Where did those designers get them plans for? Because we, according to history, should have still been throwing sticks and stones then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They couldn't read and write. They couldn't do this. We're all stupid. Obviously not. Obviously, if it wasn't us, it was a different being before us. Because they've left us stuff. They've left us clues. They've left us everything. Now, all of these buildings are connected on the ley lines.
Yeah.
So how come people in South America, right, have got the same plans as those up in Egypt and different parts of the world? They're finding pyramids they've got pyramids under the Antarctic. So what's going on? And I know that the earth was different then and it was warmer in certain parts than what it is now, and it's all changed. But it's constantly changing.
I always thought the earth was just flat.
Do you know what? I've started doing that. I've started doing that.
No, don't believe that at all.
And by the way, I've started doing that subject to flat earth. Martin says, I believe in a lot in the frequency of being in your surroundings. If you can match it, you will be connected.
That's a good point, that. It's getting onto that, isn't it? It's getting onto that frequency.
I think the biggest energy around ley lines is your kinetic energy. Because ley lines and Roman roads and everything, you take Armitage, which is where I am, we've got about 35 different water sources.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of motion of moving water, and you've got cars and stuff like that all moving around. So you've got the energy moving all the time.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 or possibly 3 big ley lines that run through this area. But what I want to try and prove is where we find out which one is the biggest ley line, go to that place, and then have somebody on a ley line right across the other side of the world, wherever it runs to, and see if I can send a paranormal message or a spiritual message to them in that area, and they're not going to know what I'm going to send or anything. But if it comes out that they pick up on that message, wouldn't that be something to?
That's interesting. That is very interesting. That what a good thing to do. It's like I started. I don't even know what you call it now. I'm going to buildings. I can go into a building, and I can see exactly what's there, who's there, what they've got, everything. And I'm just doing this all the time lately, and that could connect quite easily into what you're saying. So you could, that's really good. It's a good example.
It's a form of psychometry, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of like a psychometry. Yeah.
Kind of, because you both have to have the same sort of item in front of you to be touching.
Yeah.
But it would be really interesting if you could find a way to connect from one part of the ley line to the other part of the ley line, and see if you can come up with the same message. If I send a message and they come up with something that's like, even if it's 85% like that message, it's still better than half the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, that would be a proven thing for me. I would take that as a proven thing. Over 75%, I would take it as proven.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Martin says the only trouble with that experiment is we have too much outside interference with modern life. I feel I would have to agree with that.
Yeah.
William's got a question. What specialised area do you think frequencies and sounds belong to?
I would say it was resonates from the earth.
Yeah.
It's earth vibrations and frequencies that are given off by the earth, like your electromagnetic fields given your ley lines and stuff.
And not just that.
That's what your UFOs are interested in. That's what they come in for, because they're interested in that sort of area.
Yep.
And it's like you were saying, like in your area there's a lot of water. Right. If you go into water, you get a glass of water and you go into it and shine a blue light in it, you can see all the metals.
Yeah.
In there. There's metals in water. So if there's metals in water, clean water, there's metals in dirty water. This is how I think. So that's an energy source, isn't it? It's different types of metals, like different types of metals that come from rocks out the earth, and it's all dragging along that way. You know, it's got to be. It's like having a piece of meat with a vein in it.
Oh no, thank you.
Do you know what I mean? There's you've got these veins in it, so that's like a bit like an energy line, isn't it? It's going that way. It's not really, but you know, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to explain myself. It's not working very well.
Oh, don't worry. I have days like that. I have very, very days like that, so I wouldn't worry about it. But the one that I can think of the most in Scotland is Rosalind Chapel. They always say that Rosalind Chapel. I would love to go to Rosalind. I think it would be really good.
I would love to go to Rosalind Chapel. It's waiting for me to go there, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you another one I think is a ley line. Now, don't quote me. I'm about 85% sure that Boleskine House, right? Funny enough, we're talking about Alistair Cowley, the Mora, right? So Boleskine House has the ley line to the cemetery and no far from it. Because obviously Jacqueline was there and she was saying like how scary it was. And I would love to go to Boleskine House.
Yeah.
Personally.
Also, there's a lot of stuff about Alistair Crowley at Boscastle Witches Museum.
Do you know that man's been everywhere? That man has been absolutely anywhere. See if you look in paranormal, right? And I'm no shitting you. I've done a lot of research on Alistair Crowley. That's why I picked the subject for tomorrow night. Right. See, if you look at most places that have problems, the back end of it will be Alistair Cowley. Martin says, as in a microwave radio, what the hell, Louise? Stop trying to touch it. As in a microwave, radio wave, etc. William says, a clue for you, everything is vibration, it moves.
But if it moves, it creates a vibration. Yeah, I can see that point. But ley lines, do they move? I know the Earth moves, but does the actual ley line move?
Well, it'll be moving with the Earth, won't it? It's on the spin, isn't it?
Yeah, but does the actual ley line move?
Well, it's got to. If it's got its energies in certain points, it's got to go along with it, hasn't it?
Yep.
It goes along with it, but does the actual line itself move? Unless there's a big earthquake and you get like continental shifts and plateaus and stuff like that. Then we're going into all the geography side of it.
No.
Well, if you think about it, here's another example of a ley line. St Michael's ley line in the UK, which connects a number of sites, like St Michael from Cornwall to Norfolk, and a ley line passing through the English village of Brightwell. Come right before MD says that's exactly the way it is. Sortwell, linking several ancient churches in a barrel. On a larger scale, the theory also connects Stonehenge, the pyramids of Giza. But there's so many ley lines. There is. William says, of course, sounds move. You heard some shout in the wind, and the sounds carry. Do you know that is very true? I never even thought of that, William. Martin says, our pulse move slowly. It will follow so many moving paths, at least resistance like water. That's true.
Yeah.
That is really, really true.
So it's everywhere, isn't it? Absolutely everywhere.
I think they're very, very fascinating. Here's what I've often wondered, guys, right? So when ley lines run through asylums, like mental asylums, I wonder, no, seriously, I do, right? I often wonder where does it come from? Well, and if if the asylum is like the same somewhere else, if that makes
It's got to be in good sight of the moon though, because you only get lunatic asylums in good sight of the moon.
Well, this is
that's where the word lunatic comes from.
Sorry guys, I'm not in the ball tonight because I'm really, really tired. I'm not going to lie. I do look tired tonight. That's what happens when you run about with an 8-year-old.
But I've got an idea for you. Don't run around with an 8-year-old.
Hey, I don't mind. I'll sleep tonight, let me tell you guys.
You will sleep.
I'll be like that. Naughty dog. But it's like one of those things that Noreen says
yeah, she's right there.
It affects mental health, definitely. Do you know what, Noreen? I do believe that because see when it's a full moon, I'm tearful and I can't explain why I'm tearful. And I feel dead different. And I say to myself, no, you're nuts. And then I'll think of the next full moon, or even if like it's like half moon, I feel different. And that's been happening for a while, and I think, am I nuts? Am I going nuts?
No, you're not. I used to be married to a man who, every time there was a full moon, he used to kick off. Something changed and he'd kick off. And I used to think it was my fault. Went on for years. And then somebody suggested making a note of it. And I did. And the last time he kicked off at me was on my birthday years ago. And it happened to be full moon. So I went out and he was quite nice, lovely night. As soon as I started going to sleep, kicked off. Every time there was, so either he had serious mental health issues, and the moon energy affected him.
Do you know what? I'm going to read Noreen's because I totally 1000% agree with what Noreen says, right?
Yeah.
I worked in care for nearly 18 years. And see, when there was a full moon, oh my God, they would all be battering hell at each other. I know.
Yeah.
I know, then they'd be battering hell out of me. But I always say, when they used to be like that, I used to run to the window and check the sky. And because I was like, oh my God, full moon. Martin says, just wondered if a lots of stone circles may have been in line with ley lines in the pyramids, but may have shifted with the Earth's movements. Males are predominantly waterbed. If the moon moves, the tides why not affect us?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It is crazy how a moon, an actual moon, can make you feel wonky.
It's all magnetism.
Well,
Stonehenge is actually connected. The Stonehenge ley line is actually connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza, Easter Island, and Machu Picchu. Or Machu Picchu.
Well, that's the word that
They're
I
all
couldn't
connected.
say. That was the word I couldn't say earlier on, and I wasn't even going to try it.
What, Machu Picchu?
Yeah.
Pikachu.
I will. Thank you, Pikachu. Then I'll say it that way. But like ley lines, as I said, you know, like here's my curiosity. Oh, Martin says my age. Oh, sorry, Martin. My age, I don't need the moon to feel wonky. Listen, honestly, believe me, I feel wonky when it comes to the full moon. But this is what I've often wondered as well, is obviously, right, see the attack on Stonehenge, right? I shouldn't have asked the other half because he doesn't know fucking anything, right? But what I've often wondered is, see the attack on Stonehenge with these stupid protesters when they disrupted Stonehenge. I've wondered when they obviously cleaned it up if they've rubbed away the residue on them. That's what I've often wondered. If it's still like, see, that's what I don't get. Why go to Stonehenge and attack it? Like, oh, we'll just go to Stonehenge. Throw.
You know why? It's because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
If you don't understand something, you'll always attack it.
Okay. Not everybody, but some people have a pop.
Yeah, some people do. Not everybody. Some people are that certain wired up that way. They don't understand it. Right, I'll attack it.
But also, it's such a prevalent piece of architecture for Britain. It's up there, bit like the tree.
Yeah,
bit like our tree that we loved. That's gone now, hasn't it? Off the wall.
Yeah. No, do you know what, guys? I see it like this: is that, you know, you've got sacred places like obviously like Stonehenge, and I think there should be better security in these places for idiots like that. But you get idiots everywhere. So, but obviously, I've never been to Stonehenge. It's one of the ones that Martin says they have been moved and replaced, so it would have been gone by that. But I think we bring the energy to them and they react to it.
Possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what, guys? It's amazing the amount of energy that you can get from passing people in the street. You know, hugging someone, You know,
yeah.
to even like meditate and things like that, or just listen to a piece of music and the energy you get off it.
Yeah.
That might just
I
be
hate
me,
it
but
if it's sad. If it's sad, I'm an empath and it makes me sad.
Yeah, this
I'll
is
go back and
you
have a
know,
boogie.
yeah.
do you know? Don't even, because before I came on with you guys, right? I was watching a TV program with my partner, and it was so sad, and I just started crying. I don't even know what I was crying about, but
Yeah.
I tried to put it down to, or maybe it's my
Your
hormones playing
Yeah.
up. But that's like the first time. Like, there was a TV series called 911, right?
I remember
And I
that.
swear I get from the beginning to the end.
Oh, for God's sake!
And it's like, it was like, oh my God, why am I crying? But it must be energy, honest to God, because it's just crying for nothing. Literally
Yeah.
crying for nothing. But no, energy's a really fascinating thing. A really fascinating thing.
It is. It is. It's like we were talking before about, the hurts, the sounds that you can get and what they can do for you. It's like I like the singing bowls.
Yes, I love the singing
Yeah,
bowls.
I love the singing bowls. I like the gongs. I like gong baths. It frightened me at first, and but I'm going to go back and I'm going to have another go because I was there for 3 hours. It felt like half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was in so deep. But I came out my body on that. I came out my body and I went and I seen these 4 very tall aliens without faces.
I thought you were going to say
top.
tall, good looking men. I was going to go, where did you see them?
I seen them. It was and they were by these old ships. And it was all foggy and grey. I think it was grey and foggy. Yeah. And then I stepped away because I felt danger, so I stepped away. And then there was they were in the room with me on the far side, and that was scary. It frightened me. There was also 3 little men by me, but I thought I'd imagined that, but I hadn't, because the girl next to me who I didn't know and got a clue she was, didn't know half of them, didn't know any of them. She actually seen them too.
Oh my God.
But I went into such a deep trance. I was getting names of people. I got names of 3 men.
Yeah.
These 3 men, the son, the husband, and the father, of this old lady who was actually doing the gong bath. So, and everything was connecting up. But these 3 tall alien type beings with no faces,
Jesus
they
Christ.
were over. There was 4 of them, and they must have been over 8-10 foot. But they were there and they were looking, and that frightened me. It frightened me because I knew they were there.
Yeah.
I knew they were there. But that 3 hours felt like half an hour to me.
Oh my God.
So the different frequencies put me in a different state.
Yeah.
But I would do that again. It took a long time for me to think about whether I would, because of what I seen.
Right.
And what I experienced. But I wasn't alone, and things that came through for me.
Yeah.
The woman was gobsmacked that I got her husband, her son, and her father. And then this woman, not a girl, she said there was 3 little men by side of her, she was next to me. So she's seen them. So it was all going on, and it's sort of like all came to life. It was beginning to become real.
Yeah.
Whatever I was going in to meditate, it was coming in.
Yeah.
And that's quite scary. So if you can make that happen and other people are seeing it, they're getting on the same frequency that I was through these gongs. So she was jumping on the same frequency as I was going, because the sounds in there were absolutely, it just vibrates through your whole body.
Yeah. It's not
Very
even
interesting experience. I would do that again.
I'll quickly read Martin's comments. He says, I live very close to Avebury and Stanton drew stone circles. So I'm also always going and I tell people about the stones and how they vibrate. Love them. The shops get annoyed at me playing them. It's too expensive to buy. Do you know what? I got taught off a friend before they died. God forbid them. That how to ground properly. And I was taught like put my hand right like on a stone like that, like put my hand like that on a stone. And do you know how much vibration that I felt off that stone?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, that is actually quite a good way to actually ground.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've carried that with me now. Like if I ever what?
If I'm on Carousel, I use trees.
Yes, I use trees.
Because of their roots go down the ground and
I've got my favourite trees. Yeah, I've got lots of trees, but I've got certain favourite trees, and I can honestly say, and I used to feel a bit of a plonker, when people went past me.
Yeah,
as you do. But I kept me pride, and I done it, and I've got connections with these trees. Now these trees actually send out vibrations to me. I melt, I'll sit right next to them or on them, on the roots at the bottom, and I melt into the tree.
I take it as an oak.
Yeah.
I was just about to say oak.
It's always oak. I mean, I love other trees, but I melt into the oak. And it sounds a bit daft, but sometimes when I've on a downer, I'll go and sit there and just feel the company of the vibration of the tree.
Yeah.
And when I get like that and it picks me up, I take little bags. I make these little bags, and I put little crystals in and stuff. And what I'll do, I'll go and hang them on the tree like a present. I know it sounds a bit daft, but it's like giving back, like saying thank you.
Do you know what?
Acorns you gave to Harvey when you went past that oak tree when we was in Flint.
Oh, yeah.
He actually got those out the other night. He says, I've still got these, Dad.
Yeah.
And he had the acorns in his hand.
Lovely.
And he says, that lady gave them to me. I says, yeah, Lindsay gave them to you, yeah. He says, I'm not going to put them in the garden. I'm just going to keep them on my desk. So it gives me something to remind her of. Just use it as a reminder.
Nori says,
I thought it was really nice.
Nori says, I often feel vibration just sitting in the chair at home and hear very low humming. And the houses, Nori says, the houses in my village are built on platform on marshland. Martin says they have electronic devices now that you can play the music from each individual plant or trees. They're brilliant, but again, they're expensive.
Yes, love that, Martin.
Do you know what? Noreen, I totally agree with Noreen, because there's sometimes I find that I hear humming and it's really, really low. And what I've always remembered is spirits can hear at a very low frequency.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's quite. Oh, he said, sorry, hi, Noreen. Oh, that's sweet. Lovely. But see what I find, guys, I honestly start to turn to is listening to things like water and storms and rain and things like that. And I even go as far as listening to whale sounds or dolphin sounds, because I find them dead relaxing. And if I'm up here and there's no getting me down, then I'll listen to that sort of music just to totally chill me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's always good. It is always good, definitely. But I do find that, like, obviously the tree thing works as well, but I've never tried it. A friend has, and the very tree that she does it with is the exact same as you, oak.
Yeah.
That's
And
how I guessed
when you're a kid, a tree's a tree, isn't it? And I remember when I was about 9 and we had bonfire night, and I cut a little bit of an old piece of this arm off this bloody tree, right? A bit of a trunk. And I regretted it. But we put that on the bonfire. But and I regret that for the rest of my life, and I still regret it. It was only about that big. It was old, it was falling to pieces, it was dead. It off. I had to climb up the tree, like so I did.
Well, you're braver than
did it. But the thing is, these trees, they're responsible for feeding us oxygen.
Yeah.
They help us breathe. The shape of their tree when it's full, it's the shape of our lungs. And if you go underground, the roots are most of the time the roots are the same. It's all about telling you what it is. It's your lungs.
Yeah.
And you've got no right, and I had no right to take that branch. I had no right to do anything. Nobody's got any right to take anything off a tree. It's not theirs. It belongs to the tree.
Yeah.
And as I've gone into all this, as I've got older, properly, because it was always there, if I go and take anything, I ask permission. I know it sounds daft and stupid, but I ask, is it okay if I take this? And then I'll give it a little present back.
Do you know what? It's not really daft, because it's the same as investigating. Like, if you're going into a place like a church or a house or whatever, always introduce yourself.
Yeah.
You never would go into a like a living person's house and just make yourself at home, ken what I mean? So
yeah.
For God's sake, see the amount of times I've did this tonight. I do a lot of meditation to natural sounds, sea, river, rain, wind. Do you know what, Martin? I am the same. I'm very the same. Have you seen the video clips of the trees responding to people talking to and the trees moving towards?
Yes, I have. Amazing, Martin. Do you know what? It just grips me, that, because they're welcoming you.
Yeah.
They're welcoming you to their world, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, they go on about all these tree creatures and sprites and fairies and all these magical things that go on in the woods. Why not? You know, why not? Why are they there? Because you've got trees that speak.
Yeah.
They're keeping secrets. They only allow you in for certain things, and it's all there. It's all there. And you know when you go and you get yourself into these meditations and you're sitting there, you can actually hear. I've heard stuff in the wind that somebody told me about this many years ago, and I didn't believe them, but I've heard it. You know, I don't. It's the first time I've spoke about this. Actually, I have heard it, and I thought, oh my God, no. You know, it carries, and that happened to me years ago. But it carries in the wind.
Yep.
And it was a warning at the time, but we were a bit naughty when we were teenagers. But it was a warning.
I can't imagine you being naughty, Lynn. Can't imagine you being naughty at all.
Oh, I definitely do. I definitely.
Listen, yeah.
Oh, aye.
Mischievous is the word.
Do you know what it is? Evil sees evil.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm not evil. Not evil.
Okay, the demon sees the demon. But no, definitely. Before we finish, guys, tomorrow we're doing witchcraft in Aleister Cowley, and I'll be a wee bit more alive if I get a good night's sleep, I should be a wee bit more alive and I'll be able to know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with me tonight, guys. I do appreciate
It's all right.
We'll do Witchcraft and Alistair Cowley. On Sunday, guys, I'm going to be interviewing a gentleman called David Littler. He's from 11 Paranormal. This year, guys, well, starting this year into next year, guys, I'm not going to be bringing on people for big teams. I'm looking for people that are new starts, that's starting out, who would be interested coming in my podcast and speaking and things like that. So that would be really, really good. So David's really lovely. I'm looking forward to actually interviewing him. Next Thursday, what I decided, guys, was doing Nikola Tesla. Definitely next Thursday. Next Friday, guys, we will be talking about premonition and deathbed visions. Because I find that all interesting as well. So we've got jam-packed.
It should be.
Also, guys, I've actually forgot. I'm surprised Richard is not going. Wake up, woman.
I'm just about to say that,
Tuesday coming, guys, on the Film Buffoon Banter. It'll be me and Lynn, and we will be picking up the subject of Bant Films Part 2. Now, why I've made it a 2-part special is because I didn't actually realise how many films out there has actually been banned. So it'll be an interesting conversation, and it's ladies' night because Richard's leaving me. He's leaving me for how many weeks? Are you leaving me for?
1
week. 1 week. 1 week he's leaving me. I hope that was
one night. I'm not here Thursday or Friday, so yeah, 1 week. Yeah.
I hope, obviously, you weren't giving me the middle finger there, mister.
No, 1. Look.
That's all right then. I just had to check.
That's the other one. Yeah.
Just had to check. Right, guys, I'm going to have to shut this live down because my laptop's ready to go and I forgot the charger. I know. I'm fucking useless. But everybody, thank you very much in the chat. You have all been brilliant. Thank you so much for coming in. Richard, Lynn, you have been amazing as always.
Cheers,
I don't know what I would do without you. Now, everybody, have a good evening and we will see you tomorrow night, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.